Boys, the Monday Scramble has a guest again. What a crazy season we're having. It's not been me and Corey once. In fact, weirdly, it's been me and Adam once, but not me and Corey. We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, fuck you, Adam.
Yeah, wait, what? Okay, Chris, introduce yourself as if we've not done like 3 or 4 episodes with you at this point.
Hi, so I'm Chris. I am new here, but not so new, and hopefully you'll like me.
That's so wholesome. Holy shit.
Yeah. Chris is a really wholesome guy.
He's definitely not.
I'm never controversial.
Forget what his table was.
Yeah.
I stand by that table.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
So this episode is about what ifs. We're gonna rate each other's what ifs scenarios. Chris, you're the guest, so do you want to just start with your Cena one?
Yeah, let's go for it. So obviously Cena has been face for a long time in WWE, minus his first stint on the SmackDown roster. But there was a time where he was getting booed a lot, and he was such a marketing entertainer where they just didn't want to turn heel. But there's a time like between 2010, 2012, 2013 where the whole Punk angle, they could have literally turned him heel, then have Punk be the face and work that angle from there. And who knows what could have happened through his heel run and going forward.
Based. I mean, look at how Reigns has pulled off the switcheroo.
Exactly. That everyone thought, he's the company's guy. He's Cena 2.0. He's going to be face for a long time. And then turning heel is probably the best thing that's happened to him since he debuted.
Definitely the best thing that's happened to him.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is each of us is just gonna raw dog, put it in where we feel it, just on the surface. Doesn't need to be crazy. I'm gonna say, yeah, I would have liked to see that. John Cena, I want it. Chris, it's your own one, but I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine.
I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to put in I need it, because without the heel turn, I mean, Cena was still great, and what he did after 2013, at 2014 onwards, is still decent. So I'll just put it in I want it, because it's one of those things where people would want it, and if they didn't and it happened, then they would be happy that they had it.
A humble man. Corey, where are you going to throw it? John Cena heel turn.
I'm going to put it in It's Okay, because I would be interested to see how it would go. But I think, yeah, even though John Cena was hated by a lot of people during that time, only a few years after that, he had the great US title run. And I think there's risks with a John Cena heel turn. It might just not work. And when you've got someone who had such a great face run for his entire career, like John Cena, he didn't need to turn heel at any point. So I feel like if you did turn him heel and it didn't go great, then it might not be amazing.
Fair enough. Skeptic out there, but Corey, it's your turn to try and sell us on something. And yours is about Balor, I guess.
So, Finn Balor. After Finn Balor got pulled up to the main roster, he was pushed really hard and was in the Universal title match at SummerSlam. He won. Woohoo. He got injured. Boo. What the fuck are you doing, Kyle?
I'm not doing anything.
I can no longer see the thing.
Yeah, okay, dude. Are you playing with your bottle?
No. Okay, it's back. Okay.
Nah, that's on you, dude. It's so not necessary for you to look at Finn Balor's face right now.
No, but it needs to be up for the viewers.
Yeah, it is up for the viewers.
Oh, well, that's on me then. Okay. I didn't know that. So, Finn Balor, let's say he didn't get injured at SummerSlam. This now means, yes, I understand, Kyle. This now means that he has an actual Universal title run. And my pitch for how it would be Finn Balor just has a very good babyface title run, similar to Seth's with the World Heavyweight title he had recently. But then Finn loses it to Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. Then Kevin Owens versus I don't like him, but it was one of the hottest feuds or hottest things in WWE at the time. Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 33 for the Universal title. Kevin Owens wins, and then at SummerSlam, if you want to get it back on Brock, what it would have been at Mania 33, you could have Brock beat Kevin Owens in a great match. Then the normal timeline from then.
Here's my thing about that. If Finn Balor didn't get injured, would Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho be a duo?
Yeah, they still would have been KO and the Kevin Owens and List of Jericho. It still could have happened.
I like this. I'll admit, Corey, I've said many times that I think Balor is like the biggest mystification they've ever had. And I would just like to see Balor have some time at the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I need it, because I just love Finn Balor that much.
I'll put it in I want it. Close to I need it, but I'll put it I want it. It is a shame that he did get injured, because I feel like if he didn't and he had a long stint with his title, there's a chance that he probably had like 1 or 2 more title reigns between then and now at the top. But it's just a shame that he got injured.
Yeah.
And
I'll
it's
put it in
weird.
I need it.
Oh, you need it. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite weird that we consider him to be like an injury-prone person now. And I don't know really why, because he's not been injured that many times, has he?
No, his only major injury was then, I'm pretty sure.
That's the only one I can remember. And let's be honest, Seth was just on a streak at that point.
Yeah.
That was his Undertaker at WrestleMania streak. My biggest what if is not if Punk and Rock kissed, actually. It's if Punk retained at Royal Rumble 2013 against The Rock. I mean, to be fair, if they kissed, it probably would have meant a retain. So either or, really.
No, I think Rock would turn on Punk.
They'll make punk rock music.
Yes.
That's one of the best jokes you've ever heard from Chris.
The crowd goes wild for that one. Yeah, I just think let Punk retain. He gets his WrestleMania main event. They can still do Punk versus they can do Punk versus Undertaker, I guess. If Undertaker wins a title. 2013, is that crazy? I can't really remember how
what Mania was Mania 13? Or Mania in 2013?
28? Or was it 29? It was the rematch, I think.
I think it was 29. I think 2014 was.
It was 29, yeah. So this was the year that it was Punk Taker.
Yeah. So you can do the Punk Taker thing still, and then Rock Cena.
Yeah, Rock Cena doesn't need it. I think
it would have, because this could have been a butterfly effect where Punk never left the company, never did terrible in UFC. I might still love Punk at this point. Well, actually, I still do kind of like Punk at this point. Have you turned on it? I am putting this. Unfortunately, not in I need it. But for the kissing alone, I do want it. Chris, Corey, one of you, please.
Chris, Chris is the next one.
Yeah,
I'd put it in. I need it because I didn't really need the Rock Cena 2 again, and Punk and Undertaker. As much as it was a decent feud, you could have just chose someone else to take her. I'd rather have a Punk Cena match at Mania.
Yeah, I think Punk Cena at Mania would have been so sick.
Yeah. I'm putting this in don't like it solely because, Kyle, you said this might take away CM Punk's UFC career.
Oh,
which I love with a passion.
It would have saved me some sleepless nights if.
But think
it
of
did
all the
happen.
jokes that we can no longer make. Think about how Jack Perry.
Yeah, to be fair, half of the TGP podcast, Monday Scramble wise, would just be done. It'd be irrelevant. Okay, well,
Wait, so
Chris.
do you actually like Punk's UFC stint?
No, I think it's
enjoyed watching
horrific,
it
but
in
I
terms of
love
I think it's
talking
funny as
about it.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I love talking about it, even if it was objectively awful.
Okay.
Chris, we're gonna go back to you.
Right, so this one actually leads to something else, but if you remember back in 2022 in January time, Roman got COVID and he left for like a few weeks, and he was booked to have a match against Brock Lesnar, I believe, at day 1.
Yeah.
But then that failed to happen, and Brock Lesnar was interjected into the WWE title match, which he won to take away from Big E. Then it led to the whole unification match at Mania. But my what if Roman didn't get COVID, Big E would never have lost the championship. If Big E never lost the championship, he may not come across Ridge Holland that later that year, like a few months down the line, and Big E would never got injured.
Wow. Yeah, so the Roman leaving is actually just a few steps backwards for the whole of the New Day.
It was a catalyst for Big E potentially not wrestling ever again.
Roman Reigns nearly killed Big E.
Roman Reigns is the issue.
And Big E probably will have a longer title run, probably at least a match at Mania as well. And it could have led, who knows, to a New Day triple threat match at SummerSlam.
As soon as he mentioned Mania, I knew. Well, at SummerSlam, I knew you were going to mention a New Day triple threat.
I mean, if we didn't have it with a Shield, for New Day was second best.
We did have a Shield triple threat.
But
it was at Battleground, I think.
Yeah. But if we hadn't got a Shield triple threat at Mania, a New Day triple threat would have been a second best option.
Yeah.
A crazy thing to say. I need it. Someone says New Day triple threat to me, and all I can think of is, wowza, I just love the New Day.
Yeah, I'm
a crazy way to phrase this one, but boom, the New Day, I love it.
Yeah, I'm putting it in. I need it as well. Because I just like the thought of like Xavier Woods has had mid-card title opportunities and just like didn't win. I like to see Woods with a title.
I would like to see Woods with a title.
Other than a tag team title.
Yeah. I have one question for you, Chris. Does Roman retain against Brock at day 1?
Yeah.
Okay, it goes and I need it then.
Okay.
If we get Big E back, then I'm happy.
I was worried that Corey's little run of me and Chris's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Corey's
It's because I don't want to get the top ones filled out too heavy, so that when we get to the later ones, I have to put them in. I hate it.
I can't wait to do that. Corey, you're also on about Roman Reigns leaving.
Roman Reigns. So in 2020, Roman Reigns was feuding with Goldberg for the Universal title going into Mania 36. Roman then left because he was at risk due to COVID. That means that when Roman then came back, Tribal Chief started. If Roman never left and he just beat Goldberg at Mania, Tribal Chief never would have happened. And that means we may have never gotten a heel Roman Reigns. This is a what if where I don't even know what would happen here. We would get a presumably face Roman Reigns that may eventually turn heel at some point.
See, this is a weird one to me because
Yeah.
Roman, I don't know. Maybe we need to check the PC, but bro should be getting vac banned with how he's dodging all of these terrible motherfuckers to have a match against.
Yeah.
Brock, Goldberg, he's just dodging them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in okay because I would have loved to see it in terms of if he beat Goldberg, cool. But I'm also just unsure. You know, with Roman, it's so strange his his route into being the tribal chief. Like it kind of came out of nowhere, and now that just is Roman Reigns.
Yeah, like we may have never gotten Tribal Chief Roman if this happened.
Yeah. But maybe we would have. I just don't know.
Yeah.
It's whether Jey Uso ever does it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're just clinging on to? Jey Uso will never get the main title, just saying.
No, don't say that.
He will.
I actually don't know if he ever will, and that's what's really disheartening.
I think he'll have a run with it. He might be the one to beat Gunther.
I think he's gonna have a Kofi/Big E style run where it's alright, and then he gets squashed by like a returning star.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
It's always Lesnar.
Always Lesnar.
I'll put it in. I don't like it, just for the fact because if he didn't get COVID, then the Tribal Chief would never happen. The Tribal Chief is the best thing that's happened to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. Even though it is my idea, I'm also putting it in don't like it because I think it would have been a what if that was bad for wrestling.
Yeah. You know what then? Roman Reigns could get booked down on mine as well then.
He's changed his mind.
I've changed my mind.
He's given into peer pressure.
You both reaffirmed that if this happened, then no Tribal Chief, and I love him too much as Tribal Chief to ever not want
Roman Reigns getting COVID and potentially on his deathbed is the best thing that's happened to Roman Reigns.
Now that is not what we're saying.
That is not what we're saying. He is very, very talented when it comes to dodging terrible stories, though. That's his new superpower, I guess.
He's dodged Goldberg, Lesnar, COVID.
I mean, he did still have the Goldberg match.
Yeah. Well, my what if, because back in the day, there were rumors that, and they even built it up story-wise, that the one that would turn would be Jon Moxley for the Shield. It was kind of a surprise that it was Seth out of all of them. And I'm just saying, they all lack hair. So it would have made sense as well. They were putting the signs in.
But Moxley wasn't bold at this point.
No, this is Jon Moxley.
Oh, so Jon Moxley was the one.
As soon as he betrays, the hair falls out.
Okay. But like on the Raw?
Yeah, on like live.
Oh.
Triple H, you see, he gives the chair over to Randy Orton, and Triple H gives him the razor to shave his head.
Just a ritual that they need to do.
Yeah, and then this is the new evolution of these three. The
evolution of hair loss.
But I'm just, how crazy would this be if Seth wasn't the guy? If it was always going to be Dean Ambrose? That's all I'm saying. I think it's acceptable. I don't know whether I would like it more than Seth, but I think it's an interesting idea because I think he would have filled that role extremely well. But also, I love Seth Rollins, and I don't think Seth would have had the career he did if he didn't betray.
I'd put it in. It's okay. I do prefer the whole Seth Rollins one, but a heel Dean Ambrose would have been good. I think the next time he turned heel was when he wore the gas mask.
Yeah, this would have been his only good run in the entire WWE.
The gas mask run had potential. It just messed it up so much.
All right, skip. Corey, what do you think?
I'm going to put it in. It's okay. I think Jon Moxley is in WWE. He was better as a goofy character and Seth as a serious character, which is odd considering it's now the opposite way.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
I think Dean as a character was too goofy and too unhinged to be controlled by Triple H, but it still definitely could have worked.
Chris, you've got one more, and I made sure to include your favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh, Great Khali, my guy, sit number one at the table. So this one is if Cesaro was booked actually pretty well. Yeah, like he was great in the ring. He had physique. He had some sort of charisma about him, but he lacked the mouthpiece. And I can't remember the time frame, like
20.
2014,
It was
2015.
after. I'm assuming you're on about Paul Heyman here,
Yeah.
or yeah, it was after WrestleMania. It was after Brock beat the streak.
Yeah. So like he finally got the mouthpiece of Paul Heyman, but it just didn't go anywhere, and it's so disappointing because like he's so talented in the ring, and he was over with the crowd. He had a couple of like world title matches. I think he had one against Roman Reigns, I believe.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
some point.
Roman. He's a 7-time tag champion, 1-time US.
Yeah, and they never just pulled the trigger for him, and
Yeah.
it's quite disappointing. And he went to AEW, and AEW is just standard AEW. They just fumble a lot,
Yeah.
and he's just like lacking there a little
He's
bit
another
as well.
guy. He's another guy on the roster in AEW.
Yeah, whereas here, if they would have kept Paul Heyman by his side and actually pushed him to the moon, he'd be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't sold when you originally said this to me, because I don't really care about Cesaro, but I actually am quite sold on it now. Now you've mentioned the mythical Paul Heyman. Oh, I already know I need to save an I need it for later, but you know what? I do want it. I love Paul Heyman, so I think Cesaro definitely could have filled that role.
Just for the basis of that, I don't know what's coming up. I am gonna put it in. I want it as well.
Well,
I'm also going to be putting it in. I want it. I'm going to be honest. I've completely forgotten what my third one was.
that's great.
So I don't know where I'm going to need to put this.
Well, your third one is Brock retaining the streak.
Oh,
No, Taker is retaining the streak.
Okay, I do remember now. So this is Roman Reigns related again. Woo! So in this world, Taker just beats Brock. He hopefully doesn't get concussed in the match, and he just wins. Then we have the same feud with Taker and Bray going into Mania 31. But first of all, have the match later in the card so it's nighttime. And I think you can have a similar-ish match, but the crowd will be more behind it because the streak's on the line. Taker wins that. Then Mania 32, you can have Shane versus Taker. Yeah, Taker wins. Same. Then Taker versus Roman. Mania 33, Roman wins. Same as in real life. But Roman has beaten the streak now. And now you get a Roman Reigns that is going to turn heel. It is I love the "It's my yard now" promo on the Raw after Mania. That is a heel turn promo now. It's no longer just a weird heel promo, but Roman's not heel. That is a Roman Reigns heel turn, and they just continue with a Roman Reigns heel character. Not Tribal Chief character. You can get the Tribal Chief character at a later point, but just a vicious Roman Reigns character after he beats the streak.
Yeah, you know what, Corey? This is a difficult one because I really do need it. But
yeah, you've run out of spaces.
I've run out of spaces, so
you can move another one.
We'll say Cena. Cena is all right. You know what? He was a good face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I definitely want this because Brock winning's fine. Brock did use that momentum quite amazingly, but it is also still Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's okay currently. I could potentially just move up one in a minute and change over. But if Bray beats the streak and then Roman Reigns retires Taker, then I'd be more sold on it.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Undertaker doesn't retire, no matter how many times he says he is.
Roman Reigns does retire Undertaker when Undertaker loses the streak.
Yeah, that's just fantasy booking at that point. Undertaker never retires.
This means no Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Would Brock Lesnar losing to Taker hinder his monstrous run of being a part-time badass?
No, because you can still have Brock work his way up to the match against Cena at SummerSlam, in which Brock murders John Cena.
Okay, swap Balor over with Taker.
Yeah, you know that's fair. Actually, it's not. I love Finn Balor. What can I say? Ori, where are you putting this?
This goes in I Want It.
Nice. Wow. How extremely balanced, Corey.
I know. It's almost like I planned it out from the first two.
Well, I hope you're ready for the main event. And my main event is R-Truth. R-Truth should have beat Cena at Capital Punishment. This man should not have had the comedy career that he has. I wanted him to be a world champion. So what if R-Truth became a world champion, beat Cena, and had a main event career? I'm already gonna just slap it in there. R-Truth's my guy. That's an I need it. This would have changed wrestling for me.
Crickets.
I'm waiting for your take, Chris.
I don't know what to say.
You just don't understand. That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean, if there's a slight gag at the point where he wins the world title and he believes it's for WCW Championship,
No,
that'll be pretty funny.
Do you know how good R-Truth was at like going into the Capital Punishment run match against Cena?
I can't remember much about that run.
R-Truth wasn't a joke at that point. He was still sort of comedy, but in the way where he's gone insane.
Yeah, the joke was that he does so much crazy shit.
Yeah, the joke was that he's a schizo.
Yeah, basically.
But he was really. He was still really good. He was just also a schizo.
I'm gonna put it in. It's okay.
Cool.
I think I need to be tame about it because I have got the unknown acknowledgement about it all on how he was a schizo.
I'm just saying, trust me. R-Truth is the greatest of all time.
I can't remember he had the imaginary friend, Little Jimmy.
Yeah, this is where Little Jimmy sort of began.
Yeah, this is like the origin story.
I'm gonna stick in It's Okay still.
Disgusting. R-Truth's the go. I wish he was actually like main event every time.
I think this goes and I need it because you can take the title off Cena. R-Truth, I think, did deserve to win at Capital Punishment, and he could have had a nice, albeit short, like 3 or 4 month reign or something. And that means if you're going to have John Cena be the one to beat him, that puts John Cena over Ric Flair's record.
That is some big brain out of the box.
That's a massive what if alone, because
what if John Cena beat R-Truth to win the title back?
Would it affect,
I think that's very realistic.
Would it affect, no, not that part, but would it affect any future championship wins? Because
yeah, maybe Cena wins less because R-Truth's in the picture so much.
No,
maybe
R-Truth
is the 18-time world heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Can we put this in a tier above? I need it.
If like, for example, if he wins the title back from R-Truth, currently, yeah, he will be the leading title reign currently. But would the plan all along at this point before he retires to have one championship less than Ric Flair? Or beating Ric Flair's record? Like,
he's currently drawing with Ric Flair. If you want to take away a random title reign from him, then you can take away like him versus AJ Styles when Cena won the title briefly there. You can take away that title reign and still have it work the same here. If you don't want to have him break them, if you want to have him break it in his like 2025 homecoming run that he's going to have.
I'm just saying, next year's main event, WrestleMania, R-Truth's going to be involved.
Against who?
Dominic Mysterio.
Tom and Nick Mysterio into one handicap match.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with Chris. Thank you for coming, Chris. This is the tiers anything you want to say that won't be edited out instantly?
No, because I'm afraid of what I'm about to say.
Okay, that is
Yeah, we go.
terrifying.
Yeah,
That is
we're not allowed to say anything.
terrifying. Corey, is there anything you want to say?
No. Just end the episode.
Edit.
We're
I
done.
don't get a chance to say anything.
We're done. We're done. We're done. Thank you for listening. This is the Monday Scramble. Goodbye.